unsure whether to start this video with a full face or just as I am. I feel like if you're watching this with the intent to like do the makeup with me, we're all gonna be starting off like this. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've sat down in my makeup chair and just did a glam for you guys. For some reason, I feel like it goes through like phases. I think maybe it's because the party season's coming up and everyone, I know I do personally, I love like makeup pics for inspo and like watching other people's makeup tutorials, getting a few new nice bits of makeup for like the party season. There's nothing better than like ordering some new makeup and just feeling so excited to try it out. All in my comment sections recently, maybe you guys have just been loving the makeup with like the darker hair, I don't know, has been requests for makeup tutorials, and I posted a beat that I wore the other night when I was going out and I actually really loved it. Literally as I did it, I was like, damn, I really should have filmed that. Like, I really just loved that makeup. It's nothing new or eccentric or anything like that. I just really loved the products on my face, and like every time like I went to the toilet throughout the night or something and looked in the mirror, my face was still intact and looking really good. So I was like, oh my God, and this lasts as well, which is again perfect for the party season. I think I also want to film an everyday like glowy makeup, which I know you guys have been asking for as well. I wasn't sure which one to start with. I'm not sure which one's going to be going up first. I feel like it's going to be the party one, so that's what I'm going to do today. So yeah, without further ado, warning now, this is a lot of makeup probably. I wear a lot of makeup, but like it never feels like a lot on my face, and I personally don't think it looks like a lot on my face either. I've been loving so many new things. Really think I found my like favorite products here. As always, I will leave them listed down below, and I'm going to try and list them from places that I know people have discount codes for, like Look Fantastic and stuff like that. This is not a sponsored video, completely not sponsored. But I just know, like, when you're bulk buying makeup, if you guys like add a few things to your basket per se, I never do these videos for you to buy these products, but like if you like them and you buy them, I try and link them all from the same place, and I know so many people have like Look Fantastic codes and stuff like that, so I will do my best to link them from places that you could get a little bit of a discount. But yes, today I just wanted to sit down, do this amazing glam because I've got to shoot some content with Hannah in a little bit, another job that we're doing, so I want this makeup to obviously look amazing in pictures, last all day, just yeah, it's just one of my favorite glam looks that I've done recently, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to give us a chance to sit down and have a chat. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do one eye off camera. We are going to be doing eyes first, just to save some time, and then I'll be back and to talk you through everything and just have a catch up. We're really taking it old school today. We've got tape on. Don't know why, like, I've just found tape recently does what I want it to do that like the wipes weren't doing, but I'm not 100% sure like what that was. Anyway, also it just makes it easier as well, but you can see the kind of eye that we're going for, and there's just a few techniques in there that I've been really loving and I feel like makes a difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eye. I always use this. It's the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is in the shade Custard, medium 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eye and set that with translucent powder. Okay, so the palettes that we're going to be using today, which just arrived in the mail like maybe like a week ago, and I'm so happy about them because they're perfect for traveling. I'm going home for Christmas, so I just want to be taking things that are really easy to like travel with, not taking up too much space. Is these two palettes. So this one is the Rhapsody Pressed Powder palette, and this one is the Hot Chocolate palette. Colourpop eyeshadows are so good. And I know that a lot of American influencers, I think, have discount codes on there, but they obviously do ship to the UK. So I'm going to be using this Rhapsody palette. You can see we've got a shimmer, this like yellowy mustard colour, a shimmery bronze. This is like a matte with like a little bit of sparkle to it, which I think looks beautiful all over the lid. Like that is like my kind of eyeshadow, not shimmer, not just matte. There's like just a glitter speckle, which I'm obsessed with, and then a dark sort of warm brown here, and then this one is all your classic kind of like dark shades, and then like a brick color there. So we're actually going to be going in with this like yellowy mustardy color. It's giving MAC Uninterrupted, if you know that shade. And basically what we're going to do with this, take a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe Ariel collab brushes, which by the way, some of the best brushes I've ever used. These and Dull Beauty are like, and my old school MAC brushes are like the only brushes that I use. I love them so much. So with this, we're going to take it everywhere, all in the crease, and make sure to take it down the bridge of our nose as well. makes such a huge difference. So just gonna take that all over. And you can see it actually translates a lot more warm and like not as yellow as it looks in the pan, which I can really appreciate. But like, don't be scared to go like messy with it. Like I said, we want to make sure 100% we are getting that inner corner to outer corner, really just it being the initial transition shade. I feel like I'm going back to old school rach, like when I worked on the matte counter, like trying to be in depth. I feel like a lot of the makeup videos I've done recently haven't been like super in depth, just kind of like doing makeup as I talk. And I forget that I kind of initially was a makeup channel. So a lot of my original subscribers subscribed to me for the like in-depth makeup content. So we're bringing it back, guys. Maybe not all the time, but for this video, we are. I also wanted to do this video because I feel like I'm obviously not going to apologize for doing my job, but recently, it always happens this time of year. There's a lot of sponsored content. It's Black Friday, it's Christmas coming up. I want to put you guys onto the best deals and like work with these amazing brands, but I know like when it's all at once, it just feels like a little bit overwhelming. Like, where's the just like normal content? So as that's coming to an end, I just wanted to sit down and yeah, obviously a non-sponsored video, makeup therapy, my favorite thing, and I just love this glam look and I needed to share it with you guys. So I'm glad I'm doing this and just setting the time aside, non-sponsored video, makeup that you're gonna love, and that I'm excited to put on my face right now. I'm gonna take this sparkly, like warm shade, and I know you might be like, what sparkles in the crease, but it just adds like a little twinkle to my eyes, which I love so much. I'm just taking this on a dull beauty brush, and the like twinkle isn't really like super twinkly, if you know what I mean. It's just a little subtle glitter speck. I don't know. Don't know how to describe it. But we're also going to take this to the inner part, but not as far down the nose as we did with the initial colour, but we do want to take it just like on the inner corner of our eyes, like so. And those colours together are just dreamy. Dreamy. So I'm just going to go ahead and diffuse all of that. Make sure it's all buffed out nicely. Like, this colour is everything. Sorry, the light is so bad. The weather is so terrible. I've got my cup of tea here as well. Fucking hell, it's freezing. It's freezing. And then I'm just going to take that shade in the palette. Light to dark. You lot know the drill. But this is just the final sort of transition shade. Sort of buffing inwards. Pretty sure this is a Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. Really love Morphe brushes. But I'm still taking this like all the way in, but just now not down my nose. But all the way across. Like so. And now I'm going to go ahead and take the concealer that we used to prep the lid, and we're going to carve out our eyes. Like, just like this part of the eyes. And you can see this is game changing for me, and I hadn't really noticed that this is what people were doing. I feel like a lot of people just start here, like here, and just drag it across. But what you want to do is go a tiny bit above your inner corner, so about like there, and now take it in. And what this does is really lift the eye, and then kind of really like accentuates the eye, so it appears like bigger in the inner corner, and then the darker colours give that sort of lifted look, which I think a lot of people are loving. And then just kind of diffuse it when you get to like just over halfway. So it should look a little something like that. And then instead of introducing like a brand new eyeshadow, what I've realised works as a great neutral matte eyeshadow on your lid, your face powder, especially these ones from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade 2. So it's a natural, like, flesh tone eyeshadow, a little peachy undertone to it. Like, I don't know why I was trying to find an eyeshadow in this colour when face powder works perfectly, and it just means, you know, you're using products that are already going to be on your face. So I'm going to just go ahead and, like, buff that. Basically just, yeah, where we put the concealer. It's going to set that give us a nice base, and then just go back in with those crease colours to just diffuse a little bit on the lid. We don't want like that harsh transition. We want to buff and blend. And I don't like a super cut crease look, but I like what that's doing for me, like in the innermost part. And I like that you can sort of see like a bit of lid and crease definition. So you can see like that's kind of the vibe. So that's like the crease and the lid done. At this point, if you like glitter, you could totally add in, you guys know I'm obsessed with these MAC Dazzle shadows. Brush that over the top. Gorgeous. Or when I applied the concealer to the lid, instead of going in with your pressed powder as the matte shade, go in with a shimmer. Totally mix it up. I'm just going for an all matte look today as a personal preference. But you know what your event is, you'll know what you'll be wearing, so just tailor it around that. But I'm now going to go in with the Fenty Fly Liner in Big Truffle. It's brown and it's gorgeous and I'm obsessed with it. So pigmented for a brown as well. We're just going to start on the middle part of the eye and drag it out. Again, another perk of the tape being there. And I don't like to make my sort of line too thick because I always buff it out with shadow and then it gets thicker anyway, and I feel like it's easier to add than it is to take away. And I kind of want the lid to be on show. I don't want too much liner there. I say that and I've just accidentally made that rather thick, but it's fine. We will be buffing it out anyway. But this eyeliner is just such a warm tone brown. It is gorgeous and so pigmented. Sometimes with brown liners, it's hard to get that pigment. And then now I'm just gonna go in with that hot chocolate palette and I'm just gonna take this shade right here. Kind of like mix them together, but mainly focus on the darker shade. You could use the even darker one if you want, but I wanna still sort of be able to see that brown eyeliner through. But I'm just gonna literally place it over the top, and then this little brush is so good. It kind of like does the diffusing and smoking out for you. It's again one of the Ariel Morphe brushes. I'm just gonna really smoke that out. Dip into that slightly warmer shade just to kind of, again, create a transition sort of on the eyeliner. If that makes sense. But yeah, in terms of eyes, I just put some mascara on. Doll Beauty mascara, insane. It gives me like MAC extended play vibes, but this one is just so much blacker, which is what we want. We're obviously going to be putting lashes on, and the lashes, I can't remember the name because I've lost the box, but they are Unicorn Cosmetics lashes, which I think is becoming slowly but surely one of my favorite, if not my favorite lash brand. They do the best like faux mink, like fluffy lashes. So these ones are just really wispy, winged out lashes. I'll show you when they're on, and I will leave the name in the description down below. But I feel like this is the most satisfying part. Taking away that tape. I still love doing that so much. So I'm just gonna take off the tape, pop on the lashes, show you the finished eyes, and then we can move on to the skin, which is always my favorite part. And I feel like this skin routine that I've got going on, especially for going out, chef's kiss. Okay, the eyes are done. I also forgot to say, I've been loving this to tightline my eyes, as in the liner up there. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Roll eyeliner in Bedroom Black. I just think when you've got lashes on with like a black lash band, having like a black tight line is really nice. But this isn't like black, it's like a warm black. I can't really describe it. By the way, guys, speaking of lashes, can you just let me know if you prefer lashes with a black lash band, a clear lash band, or both? Like, let me know. Anyway, let's move on to skin. So, to prep my skin, I'm just gonna go in. A lot of these products, by the way, are Charlotte Tilbury. No, it's not sponsored. I've just come to realize that her products are like what I want. She creates products that is what I want my skin to look like. And I don't know, and I don't know, they're just gorgeous. They're so beautiful on the skin. And this is the Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. I just use that as like just my moisturizer underneath. It gives me that glow. And if this was just like everyday makeup, I'd probably just use this as like my primer as well. It's not a primer. It doesn't claim to be a primer. It just does actually have like a natural tack to it. And my skin type is quite like normal dry anyway. So it kind of works as a primer for me on a day-to-day. But like I said, today is a content day, shooting day. I want my makeup to last kind of day. So this is just going to be the moisturizer that we use. And then primer, I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. You can see I'm literally nearly at the end of this. So this is going to be the primer that we use. You guys know I love to use also like Supergoop SPF, that underneath my skin as well. But SPF, when you're taking like flash pictures and stuff, can sometimes, I don't know, sometimes like react in like pictures. So if I'm going to be doing like flash pictures, I won't usually use that, just to be sure. But like on a day-to-day, I'll either use like this, or I should be using SPF, and the Supergoop one is so good. So I'm just buffing that in, and I feel like that's kind of like my skin primed and ready. Now this next product is not a crucial step, but I'm also kind of thinking that it is. But okay, so like I didn't realize this from Charlotte Tilbury looks so dark, by the way. It's not a foundation, but if you're in the market for a really gorgeous like glowy tinted moisturizer, this will work, because that's what I was using it for. But this is actually something to like put under your makeup. And it literally is called the Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. So basically, this is what, it's like the step between priming and foundation. You put this on. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this. And it also just gives a little like base color. This is in the shade 5.5 Tan. I have got body makeup on. I feel like this looks ridiculous, but you'll see when it's on the skin, it's absolutely fine. Again, also, if you feel like sometimes when you're wearing a foundation that like fully matches your skin color, and then in pictures, it really brightens up your face. I don't know if it's this or like what, but you can see, look, it blends out to literally nothing. This gives me like color to my skin with no coverage, and I think this might have been the trick as to what, this may have been the trick as to why every time I went to the bathroom and like looked at my skin makeup, it literally looked perfect. And I was like, okay, Rachel, I don't know what you've done today, but the skin's looking good. All right, the skin is intact. It was giving what it was meant to give. And I feel like it might be because of this product. So yes, it is like an additional step. And no, Charlotte Tilbury is not the most affordable makeup brand, but my God, is it worth it? And if you're thinking of like a little splurge on something and you've not tried Charlotte Tilbury yet, by the way, it's still not sponsored, but Charlotte Tilbury, if you want to sponsor me, please do, because I am obsessed with her skin products. And yeah, that's just like the under base of my foundation. Glowy, little bit of color. Could totally wear this on a day-to-day basis. Like, that's what I was wearing before I saw something that said it's not a foundation, and I was like, oh, let me actually try it the way it was intended. But now we will move on to foundation. So I've been loving mixing these two together. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 6.5, and a little squidge of Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil Free. Okay, I feel like that is a crucial part. The coloring of this is such a neutral tan color. It's nothing too yellow, it's nothing too pink, it's nothing too like orangey. It's neutral, and that's what I love, because I love to go in with warm bronzers and blush and stuff like that, which is going to warm up my skin. So I want my base to be kind of quite neutral in undertone, which I feel like I naturally am anyway. So I'm just going to do like one drizzle of that and a little squidge of this as well. This tinted moisturizer also helps to just kind of sheer it out slightly, give it more of a lightweight glow. But I do like to go in with a brush to get maximum coverage out of these. This is the Morphe M446. Love this brush. So initially we're gonna go in with a brush. Kind of focusing the coverage like here. Like that's where I need it the most, and I don't like my under eye to have too much coverage there because I don't need it. I'm gonna be going in with concealer, and I think that's how like you can get a bit of caking or like creasing, sorry, when you apply just too much products underneath your eyes. So I just kind of like to pack it on up here. So just kind of initially just press and pack it on. Then we're gonna go in with a sponge to soak up any sort of like product that's just sat there, really blend it into the skin. Plus the little tapered sponge is really great for just like navigating around the face. That's kind of like the neutral base down. I'm scared that this light is really like washing me out, but there's just not enough natural light outside to be able to do this. Right, concealer. Do not sleep on these. Like, they've literally changed my life. You'll see everything that I kind of put on my face is Charlotte Tilbury or it's H&B Cosmetics, which is Holly Boone's brand. Like, round of applause, girl, because these are insane. And I'm finding also the placement of where I'm putting concealer has changed slightly as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort of connect where we took that concealer down on the eyes, underneath the eyes, just do a little something. And normally I used to do like a big swish up here, but I'm only gonna put it just under the eyeshadow like that. So same again on this side, and then just under the eye there, down the center, like so. And then when it comes to like neatening it up, I'm just gonna only really take it to the end of the eyeliner. It's like the end of the eyeshadow type thing. And that's it. I used to take it like all the way up, but then just looked a little bit too intense for me. So just to the end of the eyeshadow. Can sort of take it down the bridge of the nose as well. And then I'm just gonna blend that out with a sponge. And then kind of like with the excess that's on the sponge, that's what I will use to kind of like take it out. Do you know what I mean? This concealer is so pigmented. Like I didn't need to take the concealer all the way up there. Like, can you just see that coverage from that side? Like, it's gorgeous. So let me go ahead and just buff all of this out right now. Okay, concealer blended out. Oh, I just love that stuff. And then I'm gonna take the darker shade, sorry, hang on. That was in the shade SF 2.5W, and this is in the shade SF5W. And you literally do not need barely any of this. 2 dots I'm gonna put there, like a little line, 2 dots, and then connect the kind of like where the eyeshadow was, down the bridge of my nose, and then obviously on my chin. And now to blend that out, I'm gonna take the little brush that comes with the Benefit like Hoola bronzer. I have been loving this as like my cream contour buffing brush. Like, it just does it so quick. I know this is basically like, remember when Jaclyn Hill made that NARS, is it like the NARS Eda brush? Is that still around? She basically, I used to ask for that for Christmas, birthdays, like all the time, and I feel like it was always sold out. But the shape of this does just really help to buff and blend. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my forehead. And you can see, this is why like I really wanted the undertone of my foundation to be like really neutral and like true to my skin color, because I do like to go in with a lot of warm products to warm up my face. And I never want anything too warm, because then I feel like I'm just conscious all the time, like, do I like orange or something? But just buffing that in on the nose as well. Right, so that's kind of like all cream, well, not all cream, but the other cream products can go in after I've set my face. So again, when it comes to setting the face with powder, I'm gonna go in and take my Charlotte Tilbury powders in the shade 1 under my eyes, and the shade 2 all over my eyes. So let me go ahead and do that now. All over my eyes, face. 1 under my eyes, 2 all over my face, not all over my eyes. So because I have dry skin, these are like more than enough for me. I might go in with a little bit of translucent powder. I really like the Huda Beauty. I think this is the banana bread baking powder. You guys know your skin type. If you feel like you get extra oily, go in with some extra translucent powder. But I think these just transform a makeup look and really give that flawless finish. They are called the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powders. Whenever I go to like a masterclass or something and they do like a Q&A and someone says one makeup product that you would recommend to anyone, they always say these, and they're worth the hype, trust me. So I'm gonna go actually in with the Holly Boone, the H&B Cosmetics bronzer in medium golden. This is just gonna be my like contoury, bronzing, warm shade. It's just, they just blend so amazingly, and this also makes a great eyeshadow. I always use this for eyeshadow. Just gonna keep that on the cheekbones and take it up like a tiny bit. But for like the rest of my face, I'm just gonna be using the Revolution Rach Leary Shimmery Bronzer. I can't not do a makeup look without it. And I find this is a really great bronzer to take along your forehead without it looking too like, you know, sometimes when you do like a matte bronzer and you put it on your forehead and then suddenly you're like, oops, like I feel like I've got like a bit of a bronzer helmet going on. This just adds a little bit of colour, adds a glow. I think it just transforms your face in pictures. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm slightly biased, obvs, but for a reason, I feel like. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of my sponge there. Just look, gives that like glow back to the skin without it being like highlighter and like shimmery. But then speaking of glow, and for like the rest of the skin, I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm, the pink wand. I included this recently in a video because Soph made me buy it. I love this, and this is actually gonna be my blush. Well, I think I'm gonna go in with another blush, but like blush and highlighter like in one. It's this, and it works beautifully when you've set your face as well. I just like to do like 3 dots, more than enough. And this little brush, which is actually from Rodial, it's like a little duo fiber face brush. It's just the perfect glowy blush highlighter. Like, I am obsessed with that. It looks so beautiful on the skin. Doesn't move anything around. I'm just pressing. It adds blush, it adds glow. It looks healthy, natural, blends seamlessly like into the skin. Do you know what? I said I was gonna put another blush on the top. I'm not. Like, it just, like, I literally am obsessed with that. And I sometimes just wear that on its own, like when I wake up and I just need something quick beat, like no makeup type thing, sunscreen on, that on the cheeks, brows, maybe a little bit mascara, done. Like, it just adds such a healthy glow to the skin. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Now, me and my eyebrows, we've fallen out. All right, I can't do them anymore. You might have seen that on my Instagram the other day, when I actually did this makeup. Jack did my eyebrows, and he said what he really loves to use is a brow pen through the front. So I'm gonna just have to practice, but I'm now a shade 4.5 in the Benefit Precise My Brow Pencil, and this is the brow pen in medium brown. And I used to love these. They made doing the front of the brow so easy, which is what I literally can't do anymore. I don't know why. So I'm gonna fill in my brows as per usual with 4.5, medium brow pen through the front. Wish me luck, because I can't do them, but these are the products. I need to concentrate right now. Do they look all right? I feel like in person they don't. I can't do my brows anymore. I don't know why. Anyway, they'll do. They'll do. Now let's move on to the lips, the final part. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner. What did I wear for lipstick? I think I wore, so Morphe Sweet Tea. We're gonna go in with the Kylie lip kit in Kylie, which I'm obsessed with. And then this lip gloss, which is from MAC. It is called Mocha Magic. It is their lip gloss. Wait until you see what this looks like on the lips. So this is the lip. I am obsessed with it. And I don't know why I just said that's the last step, because it's absolutely not. Because number one, I just highlighted my inner corner with the shimmer from this Colourpop palette. And I also took it a tiny bit down my nose. And I also remember on that night I had stuff underneath my eye and in my waterline. So I'm going in with the NARS Mambo eyeliner and just whacking that in the waterline. You don't have to do this. If you liked this makeup before I do this, then just obviously stop there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the brown from the Colourpop palette and just really lightly diffuse underneath. If you like a more like lifted look, don't put anything underneath your eye. I really love it, like a lifted sort of look for everyday makeup. I literally went through a period of not putting anything back underneath my eyes, and I really, really loved that look. But for this look, you can see it's just completely transformed it anyway. So I just put a little bit of shadow, that in my waterline, teeny bit of mascara. This is amazing for bottom lashes as well, because it really doesn't like overload them. And I just kind of focus it mainly on like the outer half of my lashes, and that's literally it for mascara on the bottom lashes. Just on the outer corners. And I'm done. This is the makeup look. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Fix Plus, fallen back in love with this, obsessed. But this is the party glam that I'm literally obsessed with at the moment. So this is the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys loved this video. I'll leave everything listed and linked in the easiest place possible in the description bar down below. So nice to just sit and like chat about makeup and normal stuff for a video. But I really hope you loved this makeup look. I feel gorgeous. Some new products to try, new techniques to try. My hair needs to just like calm down. It's been in that roller for a little bit. It needs to drop a little bit, but it's giving volume. It's giving bouncy. I love it. Also, thanks for all the love on the hair as well. But yeah, I really hope you guys loved this video. Don't worry, I did see all of your requests about the makeup video, so I obviously wanted to do one for you. Let me know if you want me to do a more natural, everyday glowy makeup, like an updated version of that. I never know which makeup it is that you like when I wear it. So this is obviously the Party Full Glam one. Let me know if you want something a little more natural, and I can do that as well. But yeah, really hope you loved it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And let me know about the lash band in the comment section down below, what kind of lash bands you prefer. But yeah. Mwah. Love you guys. See you in the next video.